Today on the Dr. Oz Show, you don't have to live in agony anymore. Heal your chronic pain. No pills, no surgery.
Today, we are changing the practice of medicine.
The new invisible treatment your doctor hasn't heard of.
Builds a magnetic field around you, going deep into your body.
Is this the revolutionary cure you've been waiting for?
Are these things for real?
This is new cutting-edge research.
Dr. Oz investigates.
This is how we're going to change medicine together.
Next.
Excited today. Thank you very much. I am more excited about this show than any other we have done this season, because today we are changing the practice of medicine, and you get the help. Now, if you've tried everything to ease your back pain, your neck pain, foot pain, arthritis pain, then this is the show for you. There's a revolutionary cure for pain that few doctors know about, because it's not a new pill or surgery. It uses moving magnets, energy waves that change the way your body copes with pain. Wait till you see what we found. You may not realize it, and you certainly can't feel it, but inside each of us is a raging electrical storm. A biological whirlwind that controls every cell, every nerve, every muscle, every thought. How you experience pleasure, and even how you experience pain. What if you could harness this powerful force field inside of you to feel better, sleep longer, and most miraculous of all, ease your chronic aches and pains? That's the promise of magnetic therapy, which uses the power of magnetic energy to redirect electrical impulses to the areas where you feel pain, so relief and healing can begin. The FDA has already cleared pulse magnetic therapy for fusing broken bones, treating severe untreatable depression, and now to treat post-operative pain and swelling. It sounds like science fiction, but is magnetic therapy for real? Are we finally on the brink of a whole new frontier to reduce, even erase, your pain? Now, just to be clear, we are not talking about static magnets like the kind you stick on the fridge. This is pulsed electromagnetic fields. It's pulsing moving energy. So Dr. James Dillard is a world-class pain specialist who practiced with me at New York Presbyterian Hospital for many years. So Dr. Dillard, are these things for real? I mean, how can magnetic therapies help ease pain?
Because the electromagnets actually affect the nerve cells. Nerve cells are electrical cells. And the magnetic fields can actually affect how the nerves fire and quiet them down without using drugs that most people are used to, and increase circulation in the area and aid the healing.
You take care of a lot of patients. When folks come to you and they want medications or surgery or needles, how do you convince them that magnets might be a better solution?
Well, I actually don't have to convince a lot of these people. A lot of my pain patients, they're sick of having too much morphine, oxycodone. They're sick of all the injections. And I'm trained to do that too. Many of my patients, and remember, more than 1 out of every 3 Americans is suffering with chronic pain now. 1 out of every 3. Many of my patients want to try something other than drugs, unnecessary surgeries, damaging surgeries, and these deep injections. So a lot of patients, I don't actually have to convince them. They want to try something else.
All right, so this is really important. I want you to understand it well. Here's what researchers say magnetic fields are doing inside the body. Inside this mat, there are electrical coils. And when electricity passes through there, it creates a magnetic field that moves through the body. And it whispers. There's 75 trillion cells in your body. And it goes deep into your body, places where sports screens and heating pads could never reach. For example, down around the spine, where that red, angry area is. Now, the magnetic field turns on, and when it does it, it activates these ions, these charged particles. And there are proteins in there, and there's signals in there, stirs these things up, and these charged particles bring in nutrients, but they also begin to influence things like blood supply. Now, when the blood vessels are going in here, the red blood cells are actually stacked. See, they're stacked like that? They're not supposed to be stacked. When they're irritated, that happens. So when you pass magnetic fields through there, that yellow line, it opens up the blood vessel, it breaks apart these red cells. They're not stacked like coins, so you can get deep healing, better oxygen supply, so the healing process takes place. You don't just feel better, you are better.
As a police officer, the pain impacted me tremendously. Trying to get in and out of the car, trying to deal with offenders. It's hard to do that type of job when you're in that kind of extreme back pain. The pain started 10 years ago. It was very bad, to the point where I couldn't function as a human being. Literally, I would be laying on the floor trying to do every kind of stretching. I would have to call into work, sit home, lay on the floor with ice on my back. It was bad. I tried chiropractors, medicine, and nothing seemed to work. Then I started researching online everything to do with back pain. And the one that struck my eye was electromagnetic therapy. As soon as I got the machine, I remember opening it up, I immediately plugged it in. I was in less pain from just one treatment. I woke up the next day and I started hitting it 3 times a day. Within 6 to 8 weeks, the pain was gone. I have no pain today at all.
So, Mike, welcome to the show. So how is life different now that you've tried these magnetic therapies?
It's tremendously different. Pain-free, completely.
You're kidding me.
No.
I mean, describe your pain before this all started.
It was intense. I'd be laying on the floor with ice packs, seeing doctors, seeing chiropractors. And then the pain just got so bad that I needed to look into something else.
And did you talk to your doctor about it?
I talked to, actually I talked to him, no, actually I didn't. I didn't talk to him. I was...
Why were you hesitating? Were you embarrassed about not talking to your doctor?
A little bit, yeah, I think I was.
This is, for me, the biggest point of the show.
Yeah.
I don't want you ever embarrassed if you find something that works for you, just because we didn't know about it. I made a big promise to you folks when we started the program. I said, we're going to change medicine today. This is a novel idea, and I'm proud that we're able to uncover it and describe it to you guys, but what's going to change medicine is not me talking about it. It's going to be you not being embarrassed to talk to the folks that are governing you in terms of your health, that are giving you advice, that are trying to heal you. You need to tell your doctor. Do you know why? Because every other patient that doctor sees is going to benefit because you were willing to put your hand up and say, you know what, I was having bad pain, I wasn't getting relief, the medications, the injections, the operations, they weren't working for me. I want to try this new therapy out, and you know what, it worked for me. Please share it with other people. That's how we learn in medicine. I'm asking you to help us. I'm asking all of you to play a role in improving the care we give you. If you go back to your doctor and tell them you did this and it helped you, they're going to be curious about this.
Okay.
And I got some tips for you on how to do that. Dr. William Pollack treats himself with magnetic therapy and recommends it for his patients. He's a family physician and a former professor at Johns Hopkins. So, Dr. Pollack, how can people know they're actually getting a device that works?
Well, obviously, if it's FDA approved, that's easy, because then it's approved for a certain indication. Most devices that are used today commonly are over-the-counter. They don't have any specific backing for them. So sometimes the websites have their own evidence, right, and otherwise you're going to have to do some internet work finding evidence for them.
I'm just going to point something out to everybody. Dr. Pollack is an advisor to patients and to companies and universities. And the products that he talks about, he gets paid for. But we're not talking about any of those products in the show today. But you are a world expert in this area, so thank you for making time to visit with us. So Erica's here. She's been wearing a knee wrap that's FDA cleared for postoperative swelling and pain. Hey, Erica, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very attractive.
Thank you.
So how's it feel?
It feels great. When I have it on, the pain decreases significantly.
This is a picture of what it looks like from the outside. Pretty straightforward. But if you look on the inside, take that outer wrapping out. Inside, there's those yellow coils. They actually pass electricity through those. That generates an electromagnetic wave that pulses into the joint, which is why, in theory, will have a real impact. Mm-hmm. So, Dr. Paul, talk to us about a device like this. This is brand new. Why would a patient try it?
This is very good for pain management. This particular device is FDA approved for knee pain of almost any kind, including arthritis of the knee. Mm-hmm. It produces a very high-frequency magnetic field plus heat at the same time. So you're getting 2 benefits in one device. Most devices are either plain pulse magnetic fields or plain heat, but they don't combine both of them. So this is very effective. It reaches deep into the tissues of the knee.
But I do like the idea that it's FDA approved. So, we found that the best treatments are these pulsed magnetic therapies. These are moving magnetic fields. They target very specific sites where you're having pain. I want you to go to our website, and I want you to print off a 1-page explanation of magnetic therapy for pain. I've made it really straightforward. Your doctor's going to understand this note, and you're going to understand it too. I want you to take this paper to the people who you're trusting with your care, and I want you to talk to them about it. But here's the big deal. You guys are going to go out there and change the way we take care of pain by being the first one that doctor treats. But you will not be the last. There'll be many other patients who will get that therapy because you guys were brave enough to go first and talk about it. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah, thank you.